Hello everyone, this is Josh Tolentino, Dallas Cowboys beat reporter for LoneStarLive.com, joined here by Josh Newman, University of Texas beat writer for Lone Star Live, and we are here, what day is it? Friday of the NFL
The combine gets long. I understand you don't know what day it is.
It's been such a long week. I believe this is my 5th day here at the combine in Indianapolis. Josh, you spoke to a lot of Texas players today. What were your key takeaways from today's availabilities?
Yeah, it's been a pretty benign, nothing week in terms of Texas guys. Nobody said anything too crazy. And then we get to today, and some guys said some things. So Isaiah Bond, the Alabama transfer, Texas wide receiver, had a bit of an injury-plagued season, but he's a speed guy. And he's looking forward to running the 40 tomorrow at Lucas Oil Stadium. And somebody asked him, what do you think you're going to run at the 40? And he came right out. He thinks he's going to break the record, which Xavier Worthy, another Texas guy, set last year at 4.22 seconds. And not only did Bond say he wants to break the record, he thinks that if he's feeling good, he can get under 4.2 and get into the 4.1s. So that was something to write about. That'll be something to watch tomorrow. Behind Isaiah Bond, Jaden Blue, running back, another speed guy, also said he thinks he can break the record. Also said he thinks that he can get into the 4.1. So we'll see what happens with that tomorrow, Saturday, at Lucas Oil. Second takeaway, Jaden Blue for a long time, he infamously opted out of his senior year of high school to try to preserve his health and get ready for college. He's made, no bones about the fact that he wanted to be a 3-year guy in college, right? The way the NFL works, you have to spend 3 years out of high school before you're eligible for the draft. He's a 3-year guy. He's here, but he, in a moment of transparency today, he actually said that for the first time he was really thinking about returning to school next year as a senior. Had some ball security issues, had some injury stuff, didn't have a great season. So at one point he was thinking about it, which is, noteworthy just given previous statements that Blue had made. He finished the season strong, played well in the college football playoff, ultimately decided to be a 3-year guy, leave for the NFL draft. Third thing today, a lot's been made for months, but really lately about Quinn Ewers, right, the quarterback of Texas, his health. He has a lengthy injury history. He had a strained oblique that cost him, 2.5 games this year. There's been talk about how bad that injury was, strained oblique, torn oblique, etc. He let go today that in a 16-game season, he was probably only healthy for 2, maybe 3 of those games. So I think that speaks to a lot. I think that speaks to his character and his mental toughness, that he was able to gut through a full football season with, again, a strained oblique. He had an ankle late in the season, so it was interesting to hear, Quinn, again, a moment of transparency, which you really don't get during the season, that that he let go, that he was really, really a lot more hurt than he let on this season.
For the Cowboys, man, first off, Isaiah Bond, 4.2, man. That's.
He thinks he's running 4.1 something. We'll see.
We'll see if we'll be able to top Xavier Worthy's record. Staying on the topic of wide receivers, Oregon's Tetairoa Johnson was made available today, and he had a great quote on Junior Adams, the new Cowboys wide receivers coach who was previously at the University of Oregon. He called him the best wide receivers coach in the league. I mean, he's been employed for about 2 weeks. I think the most important part of this, important takeaway of his praise for Junior Adams is Junior Adams. It sounds like he's going to hone in on the fundamentals, and there's not a knock against any other NFL wide receivers coach, but it seems like the fundamentals are one of the biggest parts of Junior Adams and how he's going to attack practice with the Cowboys. Obviously, they have an excellent wide receiver in CeeDee Lamb, but we saw after CeeDee Lamb went down with a sprained AC joint late in the season, passing game was basically non-existent. So I'd expect the Cowboys to tackle wide receivers, running backs in this upcoming draft. 3 picks in the top 100. Obviously, everyone's mentioning the trenches, but getting Dak a better supporting cast, getting CeeDee Lamb an opposite wide receiver B should be a priority for this Cowboys team. And just to list off the players that the Cowboys have formally met with as it pertains to wide receivers: Texas wide receiver Isaiah Bond, Matthew Golden, Tetairoa, McMillan, obviously considered one of the top prospects in this wide receiver class. He will not be working out during tomorrow's on-field workout with prospects, but the Cowboys had a meeting with him that is significant. And also the running backs today, they met with Iowa running back Kaleb Johnson and North Carolina running back Omarion Hampton. Notable omission on here, Ashton Jeanty. However, he is eligible Frisco native to participate in Dallas's pro day down the line. So I'd expect the Cowboys to be very interested in him as well. Have spoken to sources close to Ashton Jeanty, and they say the feelings are mutual there. Ashton Jeanty wants to be a Cowboy. That number 12 pick, though, we'll see exactly how premium they assert that pick in this upcoming April NFL draft. Josh, you're headed out here. And any other story plans? We'll
go home. We'll see what happens. I'm leaving here with a bunch of stuff. You can't be here for 2 days. I was here for 2 days, but you can't be here for 2 days and have 14 Texas players and not leave here with a bunch of stuff. So, we'll have stuff coming out as the combine ends, as the draft approaches. There's plenty of draft coverage coming for the Texas Longhorns and the Dallas Cowboys here in the coming weeks on LoneStarLive.com.
For Josh Newman, I am Josh Tolentino. Thanks so much for tuning in. Check out all of our coverage over at LoneStarLive.com.